Hello, hello, hello. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. We got a lot of stuff going on this week. Lots and lots of goodies. Hi, Aurora. It's great for it to be here, isn't it? Hi, Kathleen. Awesome. We got a few announcements to make today, and then we're going to have some open forum today. I'll explain why. Hi, Robin. Hi, RD. Gonna be a great class today. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I know. I let it grow out. I'm waiting for it to get long enough I can sit on it, and then I'm going to use it for clothes. They're getting expensive. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Tracy. Did y'all play with your Picos last week? Have fun playing with them? Today, we're going to do something very unusual, very different. We have about 6 minutes. Nice tennis class coming up. Yeah. Y'all will hear Mia. She's in there. She doesn't like people going up and down the street for some reason. We have neighbors that like to walk, and it's 70 degrees outside. So I can see why they're outside walking after the snow and everything. It's beautiful, sunshiny, blue sky. Yeah, I say we got to get out and do the walking. All right, if you look at the top of your chat window and pull it down, it should say something like the chat's hidden or something like that. There's a little pull down thingy. You should be able to get it. Let me double check that. Make sure. Yep. It's there. You just have to hunt for it. YouTube keeps moving stuff. I wish they'd leave it alone. I think chat that happens. I mean, I've moved mine completely off the screen. I'm like, where'd you go? Of course, I'd lose my head if it wasn't chat. I'm just saying. Hi, Pam. Pam, Tracy's having problems with her chat window. Can you tell her? I told her there was a little thingy at the top she could pull down. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Pam's a little more techie when it comes to the class stuff. No, you don't wanna create a channel to join. You'll leave the class. Pam will get you on the right path, Tracy. If you saw mine, I got all these buttons and dials. Oh, thank you, Katia. I'm glad I feel better. I'll be honest with you. I don't wanna go through that again. Nope. Not everybody knows what happened last week. I'll tell you all about it once class gets started. It was not fun. I'm just here to tell you it wasn't fun. I was supposed to train the lady that's gonna be teaching Super Bowl Sunday class, and yeah, it didn't happen. No, it didn't. Hi, Mavis. Oreo. Awesome sauce. Yeah, I didn't feel good. I'll be honest with you. I didn't feel myself. I feel a lot better this week. I'm tired. I will say that I am tired after this week. It come out a little bit. So okay, Mary. How you doing? I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am exhausted, but it'll all make sense here in just a little bit. We're gonna get started and then I'll go into the deets on everything that happened. And you'll understand why I'm tired. All right, it is 2:59. Hi, Carol. Glad you made it. Hi, everybody say hi to Mary Jane. Well, she just can't text. So, hi, Mary Jane. I love you, Mary Jane. Okay, last week when we had class, I didn't realize what was going on until after class, and then we hightailed it to the ER. Um, my doctor started me on some new medicine. I'm having trouble getting my blood pressure to regulate, and she put me on new medicine. And the new medicine I had a reaction to. I've had angioedema from various medications before, and it's just basically a really bad allergic reaction to medication. I have, um, chemical allergies. I don't have normal allergies. There's nothing normal about me. Okay, let's get this right. And I have chemical allergies. So when they give me a medicine, I have a 50-50 shot of my whole body swelling up and being a, plump tomato here. And that's what happened. By the time we got to the emergency room facility close here, I was swollen, my throat was swelling, and I was going into anaphylaxis. And they knew 175 milligrams of steroids right off the bat. They sit tight while it worked. Well, then they sent me home with steroids. So I got everything done that needed to. I have been working my tail off because steroids hype you up. They give you energy that you didn't have before. So I was working on steroids all week long, and every time I'd sit down, I'd get the shakes. Well, I've still got the shakes. Can't tat because I'm doing more ripping out than I am putting in. So the shakes will ease off. I just took the last dose yesterday. So it's gonna take 4 days for it to wean out of my system, and then we get to go through it again because they got to change my medicine. My medicine is outlived its welcome, so to speak. It's not working for me, and they've increased it, and it's been increased so much that now it's gonna be a problem, and it could shut my kidneys down. So, we've got some changes we've got to go through and things we've got to do to correct the problems. Trying to get me to a specialist to see what I can and cannot take. Whatever I take, it's a risk factor because I could develop an allergic reaction to it today, or it could be 6 months. When this first reared its ugly head, I had been on medication, the same pill for 25 years, and then all of a sudden you're allergic to it. Bob's your uncle and you're and, it's not fun having allergies. It's really not. I have an EpiPen, but they tell me unless I am in dire straits and cannot get to a hospital, do not use it because it'll make my heart race too fast. And, so it's just there if I can, have to go and I'm too far away. So we went, we got it handled, and all week long, it's like I've been around 3 and 4 hours worth of sleep. Exhausted is saying it mildly. It's catching up now, and for the next few days, I'll be like, I'm gonna take a nap and a 8-hour sleep fest, I guess, but it'll all settle down, everything will get better, and I'll get better. This is not my first rodeo on this trip, and it won't be my last, I know that. I just have to be careful and watch what's going on and see the side effects I was having are side effects that come with it too, and that's the hard part. You can't tell if it's a reaction or a side effect, and so they've gotta give me something that doesn't have side effects that are also allergic reactions because I have full-on body, you know, and I was just blistered up something fierce, and, my whole face was just coulda stuck a pin in me and popped me, I think. "Hi, Teresa. Hi, Fred." So, that's the gist of it. Teresa, bless her heart, she stuck it with me. I mean, she was calling me every day, "Did you take your medicine? How you feeling?" She's been a trooper. Thank you, Teresa, 'cause she's, stayed on track with me because she knew I wasn't thinking straight. When it got to the point that I wasn't coherent and couldn't retain thought, that was scary. That was scary, and that's all of angioedema. If you've ever had it before, you'll find out it's not fun, it's not a picnic. Anybody else having trouble with the sound? Anybody else? Aurora, check your speakers and make sure they're plugged in. Alright, Fred, you're having trouble? What about you, Teresa? Hi, Coretta. A little, okay. Let me see. Move it. I'm in a tin can. Does that sound better? Yeah, Dennis has gotta do some work. We got a computer problem, we've got a meat problem, we got another computer problem. Yeah, he's got work to do. Okay. I may have to change over to the other gear again, I don't know. So, we'll try. Bennett, hello. That's my little man. How are you today, Bennett? Hope you had a wonderful day at school. Okay, with mine. Alright, I'll change mics out for next class. Alright, now let's get our announcements out of the way. Coretta, you have a class coming up on Super Bowl Sunday, which is tonight. I wanna get with you sometime this week so that we can learn the, um, StreamYard together. It's real easy, and, you just let me know what time is convenient for you, and I will work it out on my end, okay? I'm pretty flexible, so just let me know what's good for you. Send me an email and say, "This time, this day," and I'm there. Alright? because you're probably a lot busier than me, okay? So with that said, she's gonna teach a class on a pattern she designed, and I got news for you guys. It's a beautiful pattern. I'm partial to it, okay? I'm very partial to it because I love it, I love it, I love it, and you all will too. And it brings spring in. That's all I'm gonna say. So, all right. Next thing is today, if you haven't already, make sure you click that like and subscribe and that notification bell. It helps our algorithm and it tells YouTube, hey, people like us. Okay. Our status. All right. We want a better status. We want to get out in the world and say hello to the world. So make sure you do those three things. If you find content on this channel that is fitting you or it helps you or it aids you in any way, be sure to watch the commercials if you cannot donate. If you can donate, we have a donate button on our website located at theonlinetattingclass.com. Go over there, click that donate, and donate whatever. Every penny counts. And it pays for the website. It also pays for the StreamYard and the little tools and things that go with the classes, email, that kind of stuff. The important thing. So, with that said, today is going to be an open forum because these little nervous hands are not going to touch the shuttle because we don't want to rip it out 50 times. And we are going to learn about, here we go. All right, Aurora, your favorite book. This book right here. How many of you have bought this book that Ann Dyer wrote in 1993? Yeah, show of thumbs. Smiley faces will work too. Or even them little green men down there that y'all got for icons. Or what do they call them? Emojis? Try anything. I just want to know how many of y'all have seen this. Lacease used to carry it. I think you can get it through Handy Hands. I am not sure. It's been around since 1993. This is one of two updates to the tatting terms that have been around for so long, back when Elgiva Nichols did her books. That's how far back it goes. And Elgiva did books in 1970. This one here was written before the inner. Yeah, you got that book. Hi, Bonnie. That's okay. You're right on time, sweetie. Okay, this book here, when she wrote it, the internet was in its infancy. There wasn't much information out there about tatting. There wasn't much information out there about terms. I mean, everything was new, okay? All we had back then was the library. Not all libraries carried information about tatting. If you lived in a small town, finding information about a craft or an art, that is hard to find, okay? And to prove that point, when I first started coming to the classes, we lived in a small town. I mean, we had whole red lights and a stop sign. And if you ran the stop sign, the cop on the corner would just wave you down and say, I'll see you at dinner time. So, I mean, that's how small the town was. And, you know, you go to the library, if you found a book on tatting, he was doing good, you know, you either had to order it from another library if you knew they had it or do without. So finding out new information, very, very hard back then. And what she did with this was she took the same writing terms that L.G. Nichols had done, and she wrote them so that she could remember them. Now, I'm going to use a tool here that we used as a kid on how to remember to spell states, to spell our cities. To spell Chicago, we'd say chicken in a car won't go. Chicago. Mississippi was cricket letter I come back I type thing. That's how we remembered things back in the day, okay? Now, she was doing the same thing with this, okay? Her terms are not normal, alright? Let's get real. They're not normal terms as we know them today. She used words and language that she could remember and gave it a little humor. Now I'm gonna give you all a for instance, alright? She's got a 3-thread line. Any idea what a 3-thread line could be? You ever heard that before? Yeah, she does have a great onion ring join. Or how about a lumpy line? Knobbly line? Do you see where I'm going with this? Y'all got that? Now, she's got it here. Let me see. I could show you the innards on this, and it would be violating the copyright. This is a fantastic book. A mouse hole ring. You're right, Coretta. That's right. You're right. That was right. Double mouse hole ring. And if you read it through in step-by-step instruction, it explains what it is. Okay. Now you have to think, okay, now how did this person come up with this term? How did she do that? You know? But the thing of it is, it's her way of remembering that technique and how to do it. Just like remembering how to spell city or state and other things. A lot of people, when they go meeting people in public, they will introduce themselves and they'll say, "And your name is," and then they repeat the name back to them, and it's to stick it in, and they say, "Okay, now I can remember it." Me, I don't have any luck with that. My memory is as long as this pinky, and it just ain't happening no more. But that's the way we do things. We do things to make life easy on us. Now, we do have set terms. We do. And they are worldwide. Everybody uses them. The same terms that we use for shuttle, we also use those terms for needle. There is no deviation because of the tool. The deviation is how you approach it. If you are going to do a ring, it's done different on a shuttle than it is on a needle. If you're gonna do a split ring, it's done different on a shuttle than it is on a needle. But the term is the same thing. A split ring is a split ring. A ring is a ring. A throne ring is a throne ring. It does not matter the tool. Okay? Now, the confusion gets when, as Katia teaches her needle class, she teaches you the true ring. Okay? And they call it the true ring for a reason. Okay? In shuttle terms, we have a self-closing back ring and a ring. The true ring in needle tatting is the same thing as the ring in tatting with a shuttle. Right here. It's called "To Boldly Go Where No Shuttle Has Gone Before" by Ann Dyer. It's or tatting definitely not. Okay? And it's because of the term. That's the reason. Okay. And see, we got a space shuttle here. We've got all kinds of outer space stuff. We got our little thread going straight to the shuttle. So, but I advise you all to get it. I do because it gives you a different perspective. And that is what I'm talking about today, the perspective of terms, the perspective of tools, the perspective of patterns. Everybody has their own way of approaching things and doing okay. Now, she's as different as night and day of Elgiva Nichols. Okay. Elgiva Nichols, she started back in the day when they had pearl and, instead of picot, it was a pearl. They did a ring, they did chains, they did bare thread space, that kind of thing. And bare thread space is different from a picot, okay? Yet it looks like it could be the same, but it's not, okay? Yes, I know that's confusing to most people. The picot is made with bare thread coming from the working thread, not coming from the core. Bare thread space comes from the core. That is your difference, okay? So, whether it's needle or shuttle, it comes from the same place. It's either coming from the working thread or it's coming from the core, depending on what it is. Picot, it's coming from the working thread. If it's, bare thread, it's coming from the core, okay? The reason is you can't move it if it doesn't come from the core. Just saying. You have to think placement, you have to think tool, you have to think technique, you have to think all this stuff works together to give you a pattern that you want. Like this, I did this, okay? This is just a little pattern. I was going for a dish look, okay? This is trial and error, so I'm just working out some. And, you have to go at it with the mindset, "Yeah, I'm gonna waste thread, but I want to know how that thread works with a specific technique," okay? When you're designing, and Sue will teach you this in her design classes on Thursdays. When you're designing tatting, you need to test, you need to think, you need to plan ahead. When you work with beads, you have to plan ahead. Where are those beads coming on? If you're going into Beano lace, okay, that's what Nina Libin developed, okay? If you're going into that, you need to know where those beads land when you make that stitch, okay? And that's what this whole class is about, all right? Anybody got anything that is a different perspective on patterns, okay? Let's look at a pattern per se. Let's say we're gonna do a ring, 3 picots separated by 3 double stitches, all right? Is there another perspective you could put to that 3 picots separated by 3 double stitches that would change the entire look of that ring? That would make it easier to make that ring. See, these are all things that you need to learn. A slip stitch? No, not to my knowledge, there's not. And if there was, it would be in the files, trust me. A slip stitch is what you use in crochet. I don't know about knitting. I'm not a knitter. How many of you are familiar with the Indrux project that Nanetta and Scan, Anita Berry, and several others are working on? How many of you are familiar with that? Thank you, guys. Thank you. It is a slip stitches both in crochet and knitting. Awesome sauce. All right, Coretta's familiar. Okay. Now, what they are doing, the Indrux project, they are taking the old patterns, okay, and they're rewriting those into these terms, and they're creating new patterns by doing that. Now, let me see what I've got here that we can do. Let me look over here. I may have something. I might. I'm just saying I might. All right, here we go. These are some of my old pattern books. Yes, I keep them covered. See, see, see. There's a reason I keep them. Well, that ended up on the floor. Okay, I gotta catch him aside. Alright, this one's Adeline's. Okay, this was dated back way in the day, it's a 10-cent book. What they're doing is they're taking a pattern like this, and they're pulling pieces and bits from the pattern and creating new patterns, like, um, earrings, bracelets, little cuff, like you're gonna put lace on a cuff, baby layettes, that type thing. And that's what this is all about. That is the Indrux project. But they're doing Teen Frauberg book using the Indrux project. And they're redoing the whole book. When they get through, we're gonna have, oh gosh, so many to play with. There's been books come out with new patterns in it, and Nanetta just released one on the treble stitch in tatting. Okay. And the title is Tatting is a Serious Matter. Okay. It's on Amazon. Go get you a copy. You'll love the book. Okay. Um, but that's what they do. They pick these books that have been around 100 years, and they're redoing them and making them something that we can pull forward with. And Georgia has had this project like this going on for years. All right. We did the Nellie Hall Youngberg, uh, what was it, 40 patterns or something. I can't think of the name of it. And all those patterns were converted into a 52 earring project. Well, then she backed it up with a 52 bracelet project. Okay. And that's what they have been doing for years. And that's where terms get changed. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter. Remember this. These are the rules to tatting. There actually are rules. Okay. I'm just going to say it. They're not written in stone or anything alike, but they are rules. And the rules are the terms are the same no matter which tool you use. Shuttle was around long before needle. Okay. The shuttle came out when they was doing knotting, right, which was before tatting. All right. So it worked its way, it evolved. All right. So with that said, remember, it doesn't matter which tool we use. And I've checked this with the one and only master needle tatter that has been accredited by IOLI, which is International Old Lacers. Okay. And she is a master needle tatter. And she took the test. They could not distinguish her needle tatting from shuttle, and she is a master. And I asked her, and she said, "The terms are the same. Doesn't matter the tool." She does both tools, and she said, "It doesn't matter the tool. It's how you approach the technique." If you do a Josephine chain on shuttle, it is going to untwist your thread. So you have to keep twisting your thread. If you do a Josephine chain on needle, it doesn't untwist your thread, and it's pretty. My opinion. Okay, just saying. You do a Josephine knot on shuttle, it's prettier. Okay, it's tighter. But you do it on needle, it's too loose. It's floppy. So it doesn't matter the tool. It's the same. Use same terms. Now, there's no standardized list of terms other than the list of terms that many tatters have been working on for years. We're talking, this is a project that dates back to the early 90s, late 80s. And it was a project that Georgia was a part of to do a standardized list of terms. And we have those terms listed as a download in the bottom. And those are the 3 groups to which she chose to pull together and use as standardized terms. Now, we are not crocheters. Let's get that straight. I would not want to crochet with this. I'm here to tell you, no, this is not a crochet book. I wouldn't wanna do that. We're not knitters. I don't think you knit. We fall into a class of weavers, okay? That is our classification because we actually weave our threads with a knot to make our thread do what we want it to do. Everybody understand that to this point? Are there any questions? I want everything clear before we go further because I got a project for y'all. It's a fun one because this, I want you to use your tools. Your mind, it's a tool. Your hands are a tool. All right. So we got some yeses. Now, I have a son that is getting married. What I want to do is everybody make me 2 candle rings. Not really candle rings, napkin rings. I get it right. Napkin rings. You want to get an inch to an inch and a half bone ring. Either size will do. Okay. And I want for you all to tap both needle and shuttle, one of each. Your design. Talk to Sue. She'll help you with design creation. You have needle problems, you go to Katia. Katia is your needle person. I'm your shuttle person. You got problems, you come to me with shuttle. Katia's needle, Sue's design. I want everybody to design 2 napkin rings. They gotta be different, okay? Their colors are ivory or cream. That's what they're using. Um, in the category, I don't yet know what her flowers are gonna look like. I was asked to design the flowers. I was asked to design napkin rings, and I'm to design her veil and her jewelry. So class, we have some projects. All right, 2 needles from you. If that's the only tool you use, tongue work, 2, okay? But I want them 2 different. They have to be different. You can't do the same pattern on both of them. You have to be different, okay? Whatever I don't have enough of, I'll make myself. All right? When you're ready, just let Pam let Pam know. She'll tell you where to send it to, okay? And, I don't wanna give out my address on the live internet, okay? So, Pam will tell you where to send it to, alright? You stick it all in an envelope, mail it first class mail. 1 stamp, you're done. That's okay, Coretta. You can either use a 1 inch or a 1.5 inch. Either way will be fine. And the reason I say that, if you're using size 10 thread, you need the bigger kabone ring, okay? So, adjust your kabone ring to the thread you're using. You can use size 3 if you want. I want you to explore. I want you to boldly go when no shuttle has gone before. Now you know the theme of today's class. So, with that said, if you don't participate, you won't get in trouble if you can't understand. But I really wanna see it work. I really want to see what you're doing out there. because Miss Georgia is looking at the Facebook group. They're getting married on September 2nd. So I gotta have it a little bit ahead of time. So that's plenty of time. But she really enjoys when you all post your work up on the Facebook group. It gives her a charge like no tomorrow. And this has been her life for so long. I want her to enjoy what the fruits of her labor is, because what you all are doing are the fruits of her labor, not mine. I'm just carrying it forward for her. That's all I'm doing. Okay? So let's get it straight. This is her work. This is not my This is your work you're showing, and she loves looking at it. Okay? She doesn't get to comment because she has to look at it through her phone, but she does look at it. And I want you all to show your work. Let her know you still care about tatting and you're pushing it forward. All right? So, any questions, guys? I'm gonna try to peel this book up off the floor. It weighs a ton. Hi, Joan. I'm a first timer. Wait, did we just fixing to end the class? You can watch the replay. It'll be up today. The text will be with it tomorrow if you want to wait till tomorrow. But it will be with it tomorrow. Now, for those of you, you can go to the Antique Pattern Library. Most of these books are in the Antique Pattern Library. Okay? So go there, print out your books. There are books that have candle rings in them. There are books in there that have napkin rings. There's bread tray covers, just stuff. But think of other things you can use them for. Okay? And when you do that, what you are doing is what they're doing with the Indrux project. It's like this one here. Okay, this book here, got this little basket here. Tell me how cute that would be as a candy dish sitting on your entry table as you come in your house. You go to a craft fair, you're showing your wares, you put your business cards in that. See? Think outside the box, folks. It's not just stolies anymore. It's really not. 3 and E. All right. Now, once we get this project underway, our next projects are going to be baby items. We got babies coming. Babies, babies coming. We got booties. We got the little hats. We got the little gloves. We got the little trims for the layette sets, things like that. We got to get busy on the babies, okay? Because this cold winter, we're going to have babies. Saying we're going to have some babies out there. And, a lot of our friends, they've been notified that, yeah, they're gonna be grandparents again. I say, "Hey, you know, love my grandbabies." So, we're gonna be doing that. We got a lot coming up. We don't wanna miss it. Don't wanna miss any of it. But I'll have my movement back next week. I'm hoping that I don't go through that again. I really don't want I will say this, I've never had dry skin like I got now. The steroids, I didn't know they dried you out. They do. I feel like somebody just sucked all the water out of my body. So, but yeah, work on that. Show me what you got. Okay. And we'll work on flowers. We're gonna do flowers one day. Yeah, y'all want to do flowers, three-dimensional flowers? Anybody want to do a three-dimensional rose? Mhm. No, I don't want to do it again, Pam. I really don't, but I know it's gonna happen. Uh, but if you all want flowers, we can do flowers. Yes, Kathleen just sent it to Pam. Pam, uh, ow, my ear's itching. Kathleen, all you gotta do is say, "I grant permission to the class to share the pattern," and name the pattern, date it, and then that's good. I can put it in the file. All right. We're going to learn 3D flowers. We're going to learn roses. Yes, we're going to learn some roses. I got some beautiful rose patterns. I love roses, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Um, we've got the layette we gotta do the booties for babies. I mean, we've got several patterns of baby booties that we can do. Um, jewelry, yeah. So see, we're not doing dollies, we're repurposing tatting, you know? How many of y'all repurpose stuff at home? You get something and you say, "Well, this worked great for this all these years, but I think I'm gonna use it for something else." Yeah, we all do that, and that's what we're doing, repurposing our tatting, okay? And, little hair ornaments, yep. The world's your oyster at this point, okay? You think of it, we will do it. We will figure it out together. With the 3 of us working together, Sam's recycled point. With the 3 of us working together, you're gonna learn it in needle, you're gonna learn how to design it from Sue, I can't help you with that. That's a Sue thing, okay? You so do her design class, she's gonna help you figure this out, alright? Then you bring what you learned from Sue to me and Katia. I'll show you how to do it in shuttle, and Katia's gonna show you how to do it like needle. And that's how we work. Katia's class is tomorrow at 3:00. Same, uh, time, just her camp. So if you wanna join Katia's class, you can join it. Pam can send you the information, or you can go directly to Katia, okay? You're constantly looking at motifs and patterns, figuring out how to use it to make tatted jewelry pieces. Yeah, Kathleen, that's the hard it really is. But we have tricks to satisfy your treat. I'm just saying, we can do that. Just remember, you don't wanna use the size 3 crochet cotton to make a pair of earrings this big, okay? It'll be doily size, right? Exactly, and that's what we need, because my hope is to get more designers out of this group, more teachers out of this group. The more we can get, the more we can replace, okay? Because 'Cause we've lost several just in the last few months, okay? So, with that said, think about what you're gonna do, think about how you're gonna do it, and we're gonna show you how to add beads to your tatting and make jewelry. We're gonna show you how to make baby stuff. We're gonna show you how to make wedding stuff, and we're gonna update your tatting repertoire. Okay, does that sound good? Y'all ready? Now, the 9th, that is 5 days from now, we have our special class. It will be 5 PM. 5 PM, 3 o'clock. I'll try this again. It'll be at 3 o'clock. We will send an email out letting you know, okay, to come join the class. That is on Super Bowl Sunday. For those of you that participate in Super I'm sorry, you're gonna miss a really good class. For those of you that don't, be there, be square, okay? Because we have an awesome teacher gonna teach class, and she's gonna show us a pattern she designed, and she's gonna offer up her thoughts on places you can use that pattern, just like Bev did. So if there's anyone in the group outside in YouTube land that would like to teach a class, we'd be more than happy to invite you in and let you teach a class on tatting. Any designers that would like to share a pattern with the class, give us a call. We'll let you know. We'll hook you up. All right. No, you don't have to sign up, Mary. We send out an email just like we do for the regular class to remind you to have Super Bowl Sunday. We used to do Super Bowl snowflakes. While we used to do the snowflakes. It's here. And she got sick and she couldn't do much. So we wish her well. And hopefully in the future she'll come back making snowflakes for us. So it's her birthday. Anybody knows Wally Sosa? That's her birthday snowflake. Thank you, Katia. Thank you very much. And remember, if you think this is valuable and you'd like to donate, you're welcome to go to our website at theonlineclass.com. On the front page there, it says a little button that says donate. You're welcome to donate. If not, you can do super chat, super thanks, super stickers, or you can watch the commercials. Same place, same channel. You got it. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to wish you all the rest of your week. Be happy and pleasant. Coretta, I will meet up with you at your convenience so we can get you set up for teach, and I'll explain how all that kind of stuff works. And I'll see you guys Sunday. Mm-hmm. What time? It'll be 3 p.m. So, any questions? Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. Awesome, Marty. I'm glad you had fun. We're fixing to tie into some serious fun. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Mary Jane, have a wonderful day. Everybody wish Mary Jane a wonderful day. I'll call her later and let y'all know what she said. All right, y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all on Sunday. All right, we'll see you then. Happy tatting, everyone. Bye.